Welcome to the first anti-haul for 2024. Hi, Shy Guy. The first month of K-pop of the year. May I just say, it was a good one. But before I talk about that, let me first introduce you to the anti-haul concept in case you don't know. Pretty much I look back at the past month, all the releases that came out. Anything that I had a physical, I will talk about it unless I bought it. Hence the anti-haul. Really, it's a way for me to talk about releases. Now, if you really did want to hear me talk about the things that I did buy, as well as things that didn't have physicals, trust me, there are a lot of digital singles that came out, and I would like to talk about them. I'd also really like to talk about the things I bought. You can hear that on my Patreon, the anti-haul. Also, you can find in the description playlist of everything that gets talked about, as well as another playlist of all of my favorites. I think that is all the stuff I gotta talk about at the beginning of these videos. Doing this for so long, you think I'd get the hang of it, but anyway, January. What an awesome month. Like, I'm actually kind of blown away. There are so many songs that I'm already like, this could be in the top 10 of 2024. I don't know. I mean, most likely they won't be in the end, but like, I don't know, guys. There are some songs that I am in love with and I can't wait to talk about them. Granted, a lot of the songs are on the anti-haul because like I bought them. Still fun stuff to talk about, so stick around. In general, January is usually kind of like a really great month for K-pop. It always delivers, and I love it. I always look forward to January, especially because February is usually kind of like hang-choo. Anyway, let's stop with the yipping and the yapping, and let's yip and yap about the actual stuff. Let's go. ITZY, Born to Be. Okay, yeah, I bought this. I bought it all. What can I say? But I do that for every ITZY release. But like, I have so much to say about this comeback, so look forward to that in the anti-haul. B1A4, Connect. Oh my gosh, they're back. Didn't they come back recently-ish? I'm gonna say recently-ish, and it was probably like 2020, which is now like 4 years ago. I honestly really don't know this group. All I know about them is like they're in the same company as Oh My Girl. And I think there's a guy named CNU, which is Christopher Newport University. That is the extent of my knowledge. Also, there was a guy, I don't think he's in the group anymore, but he's the one that wrote One Step, Two Step for Oh My Girl, right? But my thoughts on this is, why wasn't Back to You the title? I don't remember what the song sounded like, but that was my one note. But honestly, decent mini. Sure. Cool. I don't know this group though, so there's really no point in me buying this, so I didn't. SF9, Sequence. Oh my gosh, SF9. Wow, okay. I'm like so not involved with SF9 right now. Like, are there members in the military? Who is in the military right now? I don't know. I know Rowan's like being an actor right now, so he's not like really there anymore. Wow. I have fallen off the SF9 train, but I still get excited to see them come back. I still like them. I will say I was a little disappointed with this comeback, which is unfortunate. I don't think it's SF9's fault that I didn't like this. I think FNC is giving them the scraps, music-wise. Because FNC, why aren't they popping out boy groups, right? Because they have P1 Harmony, who's getting all the best stuff right now. And then now they have this Ampersand1 group. Meanwhile, Cherry Bullet, I don't know. I was hoping I would like this title because I usually like SF9 titles. And for a while, I was collecting SF9. Oh my god, this hat's gonna... For a while, I was collecting SF9. And I stopped... Oh my gosh, when did I stop? Was it Narcissus? Which, that was probably like in 2019. But I have still continued to like SF9 titles. But I didn't have that this time around. The title kind of reminded me of like an anime intro. Kinda. Bit disappointed. I will still look forward to them in the future, but we're not continuing that collection, unfortunately. So sad. Limelight, Last Dance. Limelight is an interesting group. For one, they're going to be adding members. They have been open about that since debut. They said they would have like, infinite members, but they're really not leaning into that, not like Triple S is doing, where Limelight's like, oh, we can have as many members as we want. And they've just stuck with these 3. But we all know that they're going to add Mashiro and Yeso once Kepler, Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to when that happens. I'm excited to get some more members into that group. Because I'm kind of surprised they didn't start that earlier, but I guess I kind of get it because they want to get those 3 girls like a core fan base. So it's not like what happened to the IOI groups. I think they said this is the last comeback with just the 3. So maybe we'll get some new members before Mashiro and Yeso. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what comes of this group. As for this comeback, I like Ta-Da. It is my favorite Limelight song, like easily. The rest of the songs on this, I don't know. This album is so confusing. It's like, I didn't realize it was possible to have an album with bad UX. But they did it. They have like 5 versions of a song, and it's like the acapella version, the acoustic version, the solo version, and then like the sped up version. But like they do it for like every single track, and it's just like there's like 20 tracks on this when it's like there's really only 3 songs. I don't know how many songs are on this because it's so freaking confusing. Like if you're gonna do something like that, just make it a separate album on Spotify. That's all I'm gonna say. But as for buying it, no. I did buy their debut, or their pre-debut. I bought their pre-debut, thinking that I'd probably fully collect them because Yeso and Mashiro are like 2 of my biases, but I'm doing this whole thing where I don't buy albums now. Or rather, I'm trying to buy less albums. I'm trying not to like get new groups. I should do a whole video on my collection plans, but try not to buy new groups, so I will not be buying this Limelight. I'm sorry, but nope. OnlyOneOf. Things I Can't Say I Love. I didn't realize the title of that. Is that like gay? OnlyOneOf is a group that's never really clicked for me. I mean, boy groups. I'm also just kind of surprised at like how long they have lasted. Not in that like I don't think they are good enough to last, but in just that they're new and like they're still kicking. I know fans. I know some people who really love them. I just never clicked with them. Don't click with this title. I think my favorite was Gravity as the B-side. I don't remember. How did that sound? Do I still like it? I do like it. I do like it. But I have never bought an OnlyOneOf thing ever, so we're not starting now. So it's a no. Ryu Sujeong. 2ROX. Okay, she is from Lovelyz, and I gotta say, underrated solo career. I like a lot of her stuff. This is my least favorite of the stuff that she has done, but I think her debut was really great. That album that she did last year was really great. I think she's really great. I also think she's really funny. I like her. But this was kind of weird. I was a little disappointed. I don't buy her stuff, so I'm not gonna start now. And I wasn't ever a Lovelyz girly. All Hours. A new boy group. Already. Oh my god, the year has just started and we have a new one. Apparently they're not my style. That's most boy groups. It's not my cup of tea. NMIXX. FE 304. Break. Of course I bought it. I'm still in my Ensor era. Like, they're the greatest group ever, but we're not going to talk about that right now. Yena. Good Morning. Oh my god, yes! Yena is back, baby. Ooh, okay, me and Yena. So I loved debut Yena. Smiley, fantastic, amazing, no notes. Smartphone, sure, kept the same vibe. I liked it. It was enough for me to go back and like be like, I'm gonna buy all Yena albums, all versions. Yeah. And then she kind of lost me and I wasn't buying her albums. And then I didn't like hate Rodrigo, and I kind of was like, hey, maybe I'm just not gonna buy Yena stuff. But now we're back. We are back. God. I love this song. It is so freaking good. We got good B-sides. Like, yes. I remember how much I love Yena, but oh my god, you guys don't understand how much I'm really trying not to buy stuff. And I have talked about this plenty of times in anti-hauls. When it comes to soloists, I really don't have a desire to buy them unless it's like Taeyeon or IU. So for Yena, I don't think I'm going to keep buying her stuff. I'm pretty content with that. The only Yena thing I'd probably really love is her light stick, because I love that light stick, but it doesn't make sense for me to own that light stick. I'm like such a little bratty brat of like, let me just buy all the stuff I want to buy. But I'm trying to be an adult. Triple S Aria. Structure of Sadness. Another Triple S subunit, the ballad unit. I did buy this, the stupid QR version. Yeah. Whu Is Me, complex. Whu Is Me. There's a pun there. I know there is. So, okay. I have talked on the channel about how I was like a Pentagon fan back in 2018, and that kind of it didn't end well once my two favorite members just like really weren't in the group anymore. But Pentagon is still one of my favorite boy groups, and when it comes to collecting for me, usually for my ults, and at one point in time Pentagon was an ult, I would buy like all subunits, all solos, yada 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 yada. So when it came to this, I was thinking, oh, do I really want to buy Pentagon solos and subunits? Not really. I actually didn't even buy the subunit that Usok was in, so like I'm already kind of like okay in that, like I wasn't collecting everything for Pentagon. And so with Hui was not my bias, so I do not feel any need to buy his solo. Who in Pentagon would I buy the solo stuff for? Edon, he was my bias back when he was in the group. And I didn't buy his solo stuff. And then my actual Pentagon bias now is Yena, and he's not gonna do anything. I think I'm pretty okay with no subunits and solos from Pentagon. But talking about the actual release that Hui has given us, his debut, it's pretty good. I will say my favorite songs from this are the ones where he's singing like with other Pentagon members. Like when Yena was there, So it is a really good solo debut. I am just not gonna buy it. Diamond, Hyperspace, another new boy group. If you don't recognize their name, I'm sure you recognize their hair. They went pretty viral for the one dudes. Were those called Liberty Spikes? So they're the reason why UA didn't have a song, I guess, at all last year. So, Petty Me doesn't really like them. Because I just want more UA. But putting my pettiness aside, they're a fine group, I guess. I liked the one song, NWB, which I would just like to know, what does that stand for exactly? It's very similar to another very famous abbreviation that I really hope that's not what it stands for. But, you know, cool group, I guess. I'll be interested to see what they do in the future regarding the hair. Like, are they going to commit to this? Because, you know, I think of, like, with OnlyOneOf, they got the one guy with, like, the long hair, and they kind of committed to that. Like, he still kind of rocks it. Not in the way that he used to, but, I mean, it is one way to get noticed. I don't know. I'm interested to see what comes with this group, but just give me more UA. To Us, Sparkling Blue, another new boy group. Holy cow. So this one is the Pledis new boy group, the younger brothers to 17, which is so crazy that it took this long for us to get this group, but cool. Let's first talk about the name. Some notes. First of all, it's too similar to One Us, but it's like the sequel. It's To Us. Also, what was it for 24/7 with us? That doesn't make any sense. But that's classic K-pop abbreviation, so I can't be upset about that. But I just want to call them Two Woos. But this group, I like them. I do. I talk about how I don't like boy groups, but I like a good, cute boy group, and they got that. I do like them. I do like the songs, but I don't find myself standing them the way that, like, you know, Boy Next Door or Rise, you know, from last year. Or like when those groups debuted, I was just kind of like, oh. I think it's because none of the members like specifically is like really standing out to me. I think that might be like a little too like stiff. You know, not saying that's a bad thing. They are very talented, very, very talented. But the connection is not there for me right now. But I do love the music. Talking about some of the songs, because it is a really good mini, you should check it out. My favorites, Unplugged Boy, that's probably the one I listen to the most. It just hits me in the heart. What can I say? I'll be there in a minute. I'll be right by your side. I like it. But of course, there is one song we so obviously have to shout out. Oh yes. Oh mama, oh mama. Oh mama, oh mama. Hey. Oh mama, oh mama. Yes, they have a song called Oh My My. How do they know? I have mentioned how much I love songs that say oh my, oh my, oh my god, like, so I'm a sucker for that song. I love it. And you really hear the 17 influence in that song. It's really good. I really like it. They remind me a lot of early TXT, but They don't capture my heart quite the way that early TXT did. But they got time. This is just the beginning. And honestly, it's a really great debut. I even thought about buying it because there is a signed copy on MWave that you could buy, signed by all members, which is crazy from a hype group to get all member signatures. But like this whole thing where I'm trying not to spend money, it's such a freaking downer. I'm also just trying not to buy new groups, especially not new boy groups. God, you guys don't even want to know the rise hole I've been in. Ugh, no more boy groups. No. AB6, the future is ours. Found. Dude, I forget about this group sometimes. They're not a group that's ever connected with me. I think only 101 group left. Why can't I think of a single 101 group? No, there had to be. Wait, why can't I think of the 101 member? But anyway, yeah, I don't have anything to say. I've never bought any of their stuff in the past, so not gonna do it now. Even Unseen, new-ish boy group. They debuted last year. I believe this is their first comeback. It's pretty good stuff. I like them. I'm keeping my eyes on them. I dig. They're also kind of hot shit right now. They've like got music show wins, which is insane. Are they not Nugu? Are they from a company that I know? Oh, they're from Jellyfish. Okay. Okay. A decently known company. Still surprising, you know, good for them. Still not like connecting with me, you know? There are some songs in this where I'm like, wow, I think this is a really great song, but it's not getting me to come back and revisit it, you know? That's kind of how I feel about them right now. But, you know, we're not standing new boy groups. Like, it's just not happening. I'm not going to learn any of their names. Mark my words. Seola, Inside Out. So this is Seola from WJSN, Uju Cosmic Girls, whatever you want to call them. And I do fully collect Uju. I have all of their albums. I've been trying to get all versions of all their albums. I've been doing it very slowly and very poorly. Usually when it comes to those types of groups, I would then buy all subunits, all solos. And I have been buying the subunits, but after buying the solo, I don't know. I do love Seola. She's not my bias, but she's in the upper half, I would say. I like her a lot. It's just so hard to convince myself to spend money on this. Soloist, and it's a single album, like, for the music. Not the direction I thought she would go. And I will say the B-sides are more of what I thought she would do. The title track itself was a bit of a surprise, a bit of a bummer when I first heard it, since it wasn't what I expected. But I gotta say, I kind of love this song. It is giving early Taeyeon, and I am here for it. I kept just replaying this single album, like all 3 tracks. I think they're all really, really great. Great solo debut. The solo, because her name's Seola. It's really great. And I feel like it's underrated. I really like it. I don't like her, but I don't think I'm gonna buy it. I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that. Getting albums actually might just make me more anxious because I have too many. So we're really trying to just stick with the alts now. CIX, Lovers or Enemies. They're a 101 group. Oh my. See, I knew newest. Oh my god. Okay. CIX, newest, AB6. Those are the 101 groups. I'm not missing anyone, right? Anyway. CIX. Oh my god. CIX. Hold up. This is actually my favorite CIX song ever. I think it's so freaking good. I'm actually surprised with how much I love it. I play it all the time. I will have my playlist going in my car, and I'm like searching for this song. I'm like, oh my god, I want to listen to this song. The chorus, ooh, the chorus is so good. Oh, you know what I think it is? I'm a sucker for compound meter. That is a nice little 6/8 if I ever heard it. Oh god, I love 6/8. Little music theory for you. God, it's so good. Stop that! As for buying this, no. For one, there's only 2 songs. I actually didn't even think this had a physical, because I'm like, who's gonna release a physical for 2 songs? I don't buy any CIX. So, I-DLE 2. Okay, so I did buy this, so we won't talk about it, but I do want to mention just kind of one thing about this. I, in my phase of trying not to buy things anymore, have kind of decided that I probably was going to buy I-DLE stuff. They're like in the same level of as Dreamcatcher for me. And Dreamcatcher, I finally like stopped. I'm like, no more Dreamcatcher, I'm done. So I was ready to do that for I-DLE, because I-DLE is a group I've only been buying like one album of. I was kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna stop. And then they dropped the teasers and like the album packaging, and it's just so freaking cool and iconic, and I gave in. I did give in, so I did buy it. I'm such a sucker. But don't be surprised if I don't buy the next I-DLE comeback. Maybe. We'll see. EVNNNE, Capture the Flag. I can't remember if I like this group. They came back last year, right? Me trying to like dig into boy group knowledge. Okay. Were they on peak time and did they win? That was them, right? They had kind of like disappeared for a while because they were new goo. And then I want to say they were on peak time. I think they won. And then they had to come back. And I think now they're kind of back because of that. I think they have like this new little small wave of success from that. I could be so wrong, but I think I'm right. Me having confidence on a boy group, a new goo boy group at that. Like, don't take my word for any of that. I don't remember much of this group. I think I've liked their stuff in the past. Never enough to obviously go back to it if I'm struggling to like remember their stuff. And I think this probably falls in the same kind of range where like, I like the title. I think it's good. I don't think I will go back to it, but I'm obviously not going to buy this. It would make no sense for me to buy this, so I won't. BOYCOLD, Sick of Love. Our first K-not pop of 2024 to talk about, and it is BOYCOLD, who I don't know BOYCOLD. I don't think I've talked about them like ever on this, but I listened to this. It's KR&B. Got some great features on there. We have Minoi. Who else is on there? Was there Soul in there as well? Yeah, that's right. Minoi, Soul. Yeah, George, Junie, Lee Lamar's. Honestly, it's a really good EP. I was actually really surprised with how much I liked this. I don't know. I don't necessarily go into the KR&B, K-not pop stuff like with any expectations unless it's an artist I already know I like. But I found myself really digging this. It's such a good January album, so I liked it. I think I added like most of the songs to my favorites playlist. It was good. I liked it. You should definitely check it out. As for buying this, like, no. I believe it is a digipack. I know they have been selling signed copies. I saw Music Plaza was selling signed copies up until like a certain date. I think K-Town is selling signed copies. And like, I see signed, especially for how cheap it was. I'm like, ooh, maybe. I don't think I listened to the album until like after the deadline. So by the time I knew I liked it, I couldn't buy the signed copy anymore. So, you know, yay. But this is really good. You should check it out. So that is all I have on the K-pop album releases, physicals, whatever. But we have extras. We do have some light sticks. One light stick, which I forgot to talk about last month, which was for ARTMS. ARTMS has a light stick, and it's really cute, and I bought it. But then the other light stick we have is the TXT MOA Bong version 2. Ooh, which eventually I will buy it, but I am not going to buy it right now because too much money. And because I had to buy like tickets and other stuff this month, I passed on it for right now. It is very similar to version 1. It's a bit smoother, a bit less childish looking. Like I said, I'll buy it eventually, but like it's not going to sell out anytime soon. It's from freaking Hive, and their light sticks are like always in stock, so I'm not exactly in this big rush to get it. You know, maybe I'll wait for when I go to see them in concert or something, but I do plan on getting it eventually, just not right now, which is new for me. Normally I hop on that stuff like right away, but why do I need to buy it right now? Like, it'll be there in like 5 months. Oh, we got a lot of photo books. Okay, STAYC has a photo book of them in London, which I got the one when they were in Chicago because I love Chicago. I believe when I like unboxed it, I said how I probably wouldn't have normally bought a photo book for STAYC, but because they were in Chicago, I was like, I gotta get it because they're in Chicago. The London one is better. The photo book has a better concept. It's pretty. I like it. I'm not gonna buy it though. Photo books are so much money, and they're really big and take up a lot of space. 2 things I don't have. I don't have money and I don't have space. So I won't buy it. Good little collector, not collecting thing. The next photo book we have is aespa's first concert photo book. Normally I would buy this. Past Me, would have hopped on this. And she thought about it. Past Me is still in the back of my head, like, ooh, you should buy it, because normally you would. I sat there and first off, I didn't get to go to the concert. So, but second off, aespa, while I do collect pretty much all aespa, they're not an alt, so I shouldn't buy it. Like, I just should not buy this. It's a photo book. I'll never look at it because it's a concert photo book. You know what I'd rather have? Concert DVD. Give me a concert DVD instead of a concert photo book. How about that? So, you know what? I'm not going to buy it. Take that, SM. Huh. Similarly, though, NCT Dream has their concert photo book. Photo books. Actually, the plan is to buy them. It's different. NCT Dream's my favorite boy group, so like I have a full collection. I'll buy it. It's very expensive, so I'm like holding off on it. Maybe I'll probably wait for like a paycheck or two. I'm hoping it doesn't sell out anytime soon. It doesn't actually come out till like March or April or something. And then the most exciting thing that got announced was we're getting an Oh My Girl DVD. Oh My Land is getting a freaking DVD. This is so crazy because Oh My Girl's never gotten a concert DVD. They did a whole freaking tour. They came to the US and everything, and they didn't get a DVD for that. On and Off got a DVD for them. But of course I'm buying this. But with that, we're done. That was the month of January for 2024. I thought it was a pretty great month, and I only have more positive things to say in the anti haul, so you can check that out if you want. It is $1. I forgot to mention that. I'm not doing it for money. I'm doing it because I want to talk about more things, but I don't want to edit more videos. So feel free to check that out if you want. Oh, what were your thoughts on the month of January? Did you also think it was really great? Am I just really biased? Dare I say? It'll be the best year in K-pop. I say that like every year. But you know what? I think I mean it this time. Maybe. As for February, ooh, there's some good stuff. IU is coming back, and she's coming to DC. Oh my god. ITZY's coming to DC. Oh, this is the best year in K-pop. Like, it's the best year in K-pop. I do have to go. Have a lovely time of day wherever, whenever you are. It is currently 12:59 a.m. I need to honk shoo. Bye-bye.